There's some quotes to you a while ago where you said this, or I think the writer told you that this would have got a bigger budget if it was a male lead. Why do you think that's still a problem? Why are investors still kind of in that mindset?
Because I think people are making films that are targeted towards one type of audience, which is usually 14-year-old boys. You hear this a lot in the business, like, well, we've got to get the 14-year-old boys in, we've got to get the 14-year-old boys. I think there's a large number of the population who aren't 14 or male, and so I think that that's becoming less of the target, or it should become less the target, because I don't think you can crunch numbers on what you think people are going to respond to. And, you know, there's certain films, you know, that you have a woman at the core of it, like, for example, Lucy, that Scarlett Johansson was in. I don't think anyone thought anyone would see it. It became massive. I mean, everybody saw that film, and they're seen as a rarity, and I think the business goes, oh my God, can you believe it? But actually, I think that there's been other films since then that have backed up the fact that women make money, and that it's important to have films like that that are more sophisticated and targeted towards a huge number of people.
You have to do some amazing stunts and things like that as well. But the one that's kind of stood out to me was the wet willy, the finger in the ear with Jon Bernthal. Did you hurt him doing that? Because that looks pretty intense, what you were doing. You know,
Jon Jon used to be a boxer. So when I said, hey, you know, we talked about it, he goes, yeah, man, come on. So he's a great, you know, I love his character in this movie through and through. And he made that work, because I pushed it in there, but he sold it.
In terms of the recent stuff you've done, how important was Edge of Tomorrow as well in kind of opening maybe a different door for you?
Yeah, that was like the deep end of action. That was the complete other side of what I'd done before, and it was the most physically demanding, challenging experience I've ever gone through. And yet at the same time, it was rewarding, very collaborative working with those guys. But yeah, I think it sort of opened up this avenue into like, oh, is Emily Blunt, you know, she an action star? And I don't know if I want to be anointed that way, because it would probably mean I'd have to be in the gym a lot more, which is not the most appealing thing.
Looking ahead for you as well, you worked with Rob Marshall quite recently.
Yeah.
And he's directing Mary Poppin. So
I heard
to presume
this,
you're
yeah.
in Mary Poppins? Is that's what's going to happen?
No, I've heard rumours of this, and people have spoken to me about it today, and there's not been anything official, but it's, I mean, she's an icon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a scary thought, even just kind of going where Julie Andrews went?
Oh, I won't go there yet, but I mean, I think it would be for anybody, yeah.